Commissioner of Sympathy and Condolences, Nigerians call out Professor Ç0ÑÞ0Ł. The Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Ç0ÑÞ0Ł, SAN, who is known by many as a calm and quiet person. At times, people tend to wonder if he's still the Vice President of Nigeria, because his position has no effect in the nation's activities even when the president is away. This is something Nigerians have noticed about him, as they are currently slamming him on social media. Some said he doesn't take action that he's being controlled by cabals. Recently, the vice president came out to sympathize or react to the incident that happened to one Reverend Lawal Andemi. The vice president had described Reverend Andemi as a true leader and the pillar of his church and his community. Reverend Andemi has remained an inspiration to us all, he said. Nigerians have come out to attack the vice president, saying he's just a commissioner of sympathy and condolences and nothing more. I see the post the vice president made that made Nigerians to come out for him. In his words, according to what he tweeted on his Twitter page, he said, "Words fail me as I share my heartfelt sympathy with the family of Reverend Lawal Andemi. The incident that happened to him, despite ongoing efforts to secure his freedom, further retreat that the callous and irrational nature of these people who are doing evil." It's not referring to the Boko boys. These are his words. So Nigerians accused our vice president and his government of not taking action against the terrorists that have been terrorizing Nigerians, the Boko Haram. So guys, I don't even know what people at this stage. We don't need a soothsayer to tell us what is happening and what is not happening. Everybody ought to have known that the vice president is just there. He doesn't have anything to do. You know, this second term or this second tenure, they've really, put him in a corner. You know, that was a video we did yesterday or some days back. When a writer was talking about good night, Vice President Ç0ÑÞ0Ł. He has nothing to do. There's nothing they are giving him to do. Nobody's even hearing him these days. These days again. In their first term, he was up and doing. We know that the cabals have been behind his ordeal or his travail this period. So everybody knows that. I think they should just allow this man to be. There is nothing anybody can do or anybody can say or himself can do. He can't do anything. If he's going to stay from now till the end of their second term in 2023, he's just going to be there. He's just going to be there. Nothing is going to happen. They've already made use of him in their first term. These people are very, very, smart. And it's very unfortunate that they yielded themselves for it. But it's very, very unfair that even as the vice president and the Southwest people work together with these cabals, because these cabals we've been hearing, the wife of the president came out and said, no, these cabals were not there when all of them, the vice president, the Jagaban, the Southwest people, the politicians, everybody was rallying around to make sure that they come to the seats of power. All of a sudden, as soon as they won the election, the president's wife has been complaining. It is what we know. She has been talking. She's been complaining that the cabals just came from nowhere. Those who did not know or suffer with them when they were going about this whole thing, all of a sudden they came and they became so powerful. The wife of the president has been complaining. If the wife of the president could not do anything, she was frustrated to the extent that she has to be coming to the social media to let Nigerians know what she has been passing through, and nothing has been done. To the extent she has even said those cabals do not even take the directives of her husband, according to what she said. We all know the stories. So if she's handicapped, not to be able to do anything, then who is the vice president that was just brought to deceive Nigerians to vote? They just looked for the Christians vote. That's it. That was how they brought him, and they were able to, they were smart enough to be using him, with all these portfolios he was giving during their first tenure. As soon as they finished and came to their second tenure, they just feel like, oh, this guy, you've overstayed your welcome. We've used you for what we wanted to use you for. So you just go and sit down in one place. So there is nothing anybody can say or he himself can do that will change the narrative. So he doesn't have any portfolio that is handling. We all know the trader money, the school feeding program, all those whatever, about 4 or 5 ministries or portfolios he was handling. But they just removed him from all of those things. Even when the president used to travel in his first term, I used to sit for him as the uh, acting president. But the cabals, they saw all of those things and they say, oh, it's like this guy, you know, he was becoming popular then. So I think nobody should blame this man. They should just leave him and let him stay to the end of their tenure. There's nothing anybody can do about it. So the only thing, maybe we just be tweeting, coming on social media and tweeting, or if people call him to come and give speech or to come and give lecture on any particular topics, maybe that is when you can be hearing him. Unless the cabals, they will change their mind, or unless the president himself will change his mind towards him. But for them to have just like, as soon as they just came in their second term, they just changed drastically, shows that they were deceiving all of them in their first tenure. They didn't even pretend. The government, the president and the cabals didn't even pretend to, like, okay, let us even wait till 1 year before we start to change our strategy. As soon as they just came in, the second month they started all this, they started showing their character. So what do you want the guy to do? I mean, the vice president, he's not going to say anything, he's not going to do anything. Even in the first time, when people were complaining about the happiness, the struggles that people were going through, it was not, he rarely come out to just make a categorical statement. You can even see, even this Ç0ÑÞ0Ł of a thing, he didn't say anything. The Ç0ញ0Ł case, he didn't say much. He didn't even say anything. So they should just allow him. The man has seen enough. They have dealt with him enough. So Nigeria should just take it easy on him. People have told him to resign, but you know how it works in this country. Nobody just resign just like that. It doesn't work that way, irrespective of the allegation. They will never resign until they see the end of the whole thing. So Nigerians should just try to be nice or try to be calm with this man. Nothing you're going to say. He does not have the power, and you cannot force the power on him. Unless you people want to say, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. But he can't do it. No amount of talk that will change the narrative. The man does not have power to do anything. He doesn't have that power. The ones he had, they stripped him of those portfolios. So what do you want him to do? The highest he can do is just what is coming out to say, or he should just be there because he has said that he's going to be loyal to the president. So that is just what he's going to do till the end of their tenure. So Nigerians should just forget the whole thing and look elsewhere, look the other way, because this man is not ready to do anything. If you talk, if you blast him, if you attack him from now to eternity, nothing will change. Nothing will change. And let's hear what people are saying. And someone says here that, with all due respect, sir, it is evidential of your government's inability to meet our security needs. America will not wait for thousands of Americans to die before they take radical steps. Your government doesn't value Nigerian lives. Another says, why the sympathy after the murder? Why does the presidency prefer condolences than saving lives? This man cried out for help. Kindly tell us what the government did. We are all waiting to hear. Another says, here comes the Minister of Condolences and Buhari Services. Words did not fail. You and your lifeless boss failed him and humanity in general. Forget your unending condolence message and explain to Nigeria, the federal government, the reason being granting these Boko people freedom in the name of repentant Boko Haram, whereas they are still killing their captives without any qualm of conscience. Someone say, Commissioner for Sympathy and Condolence, defeat these people. At the end of the day, the ones you caught, instead of executing or proper examining them, you rehabilitate them back to the army. But when you arrest one Yahoo boy, you send them to prison in hell. I'm not trying to encourage Yahoo here, but make you think. That is that. You know, in a nutshell, people are saying, leave all those condolences, all this sympathy, leave it. They should tell Nigerians the effort they made to save this man, this Reverend Father. The man cried out. What happened? I don't know. In my from my own observation for some time now, maybe close to 2 years, I don't know if I'm wrong. You can correct me. If really this government has really been able to rescue some people, because it has always the trend has just been going on like that, like that. The aid workers, the all those other people. But how many set of people like that these people will just they will just take them down after the people, these Boko people they will show these people on video, and just to let the government know that they mean business. The government will tell us that they are working effortlessly, they are working tirelessly to make sure they get these people released. But at the end of the day, the next thing you just hear that they have taken them down. And at the end of the day, they will come and sing the same rhetoric. Oh, we're sorry, we are this, we sympathize, we are doing this, we are doing that. Nigerians say, no, we don't want to hear all of those again. Tell us the effort you have been making, because they've been making efforts. If I'm not mistaken, for the past 2 years, these people have been having upper hand. These bad people have been having upper hands and taking people's lives. The next thing the government will come and do, come and sing the normal rhetoric. Oh, we sympathize with the family. Now that one we want chop. So people are saying, tell us what you have done, the necessary actions you took. Not every now and then we sympathize, we do this, we do that. I think that's why people are really coming out for the government. But as for this the vice president to do anything, he doesn't have any power. They've stripped him of all his power. It's just for him to be there, just answering the name vice president. So they should just take it easy on him. I think people should just face the president, because he's the one who is in charge, you know. In paper, he's the one who is in charge. So Nigeria should direct their question, whatever you think, how you feel, to the president. As far as the vice president is concerned, he doesn't have anything to do. He doesn't have any power to do anything. So that's just my own opinion. So guys, what do you think? Nigerians have called him minister, be commissioner for, or commissioner of sympathy and condolences. What do you think? Leave your comment below. Thank you.